Alright, we are back after that technical difficulty. EA hates us all. Alrighty, let's just pull this sucker up. And then we can watch. Oh, the game probably didn't save, did it? Now, the force win? I don't even remember which save file it was under. Alright, I'll be back in just 1 second here. Did it save? It doesn't really, it's not the end of the world if it didn't. Yeah, it did not. Alright, force win for the away team, being New England. And now the second game is between the Niners and the Panthers. Carolina is 1. San Francisco's 2. Can you pick a number between 1 and 2?
It's 1.
1. 1 is the Panthers. Huskers team this year versus Huskers team last year. I just realized that. Any specific jerseys we want with Carolina? I mean, they don't have many throwbacks because they're a newer team. Rock with the current jerseys. Do we want to go teal? Do we want to go white? Or do we want to go black? Teal, white, or black? Okay, apparently Duke is not playing any more non-conference games. What is Coach K doing? Why would he do that? I feel like Coach K is salty because this Duke team isn't that good. That's all he's doing. That's so odd. So if they're just not going to play for another month? That's so weird. Yeah, that's dumb. I fully support keeping your players healthy, but do we want to go teal and black or do we want to go all teal? I feel like we got to go all teal. We got to go all out. But I fully support keeping your players healthy, but I don't think that's what Coach K is doing. I think Coach K is just saying that I just think he doesn't want to get embarrassed because his team is not up to par. Better player, Jalen Johnson or Jalen Green? Well, we don't get to see Jalen Johnson for another month because of Duke opting out. Can I pick a different Jalen? Can I pick Jalen Suggs? Both of those players are really good. I'd probably say Jalen Green, but it's close. It's pretty close. But I'd probably say Jalen Green. Could be former Piston. Although I want Cade, but we got to get pick 1 to get Cade. Cade Cunningham's the clear #1 pick. So, hopefully we get 1. I don't know who the primary ball-dominant player would be between him and Killian. But, I mean, according to the internet, Killian is going to be the next James Harden. So, we can make it work. Jalen Suggs or Caleb Love? Jalen Suggs right now. Jalen Suggs has played really well so far. Caleb Love's pretty good, but I'd say Jalen Suggs. What an odd QB matchup. Dak Prescott and Baker Mayfield. To see who makes the conference championship, where they will play either Aaron Rodgers or Nick Foles. What an interesting conference of quarterbacks we have left. Speaking of embarrassed in college basketball, Ohio State gets to embarrass Cleveland State on Sunday. Who is Cleveland State? What is their mascot? Do they even have a mascot, or are they just the Cleveland Staters? Why didn't Mike Krzyzewski just change his schedule to add like 10 cupcakes? I mean, that'd be even more hypocritical, but yeah, that's just super odd of them to just like say, you know, we're not gonna play non-conference games anymore. And I know it's not. If it was for virus reasons, I can't say the word on YouTube. If it's for virus reasons, that's one thing, but that's not what Coach K is doing here. Cleveland State Vikings. Okay. NBA starts. I thought it started last night, or at least preseason. I remember I was watching college basketball last night. There was like a graphic for a Kings and Blazers preseason game, but nobody's talked about it on the internet. So I feel like you might be right. Kings Blazers tomorrow at 10:30. Okay, you're right. Yeah. I feel like I would have known if it happened because although it's a preseason game, it's also the first basketball game in the past like 3 months. So yeah, you're right.
At the 24-yard line. Mayfield's pass complete to Tyler Boyd. It's a gain of 7.
J.K. played well last week for Carolina when they beat. Who did they beat? They beat the Saints. That's right. That was I think one of the first playoff games we saw. Quick 3 and out forced by San Francisco. The Niners beat the Bucks pretty convincingly. The Bucks are a good team. So, Niners, I think we simmed after the third quarter. I think we simmed for both of these teams. Because both of these teams won pretty convincingly. And that says a lot in a really good NFC conference. I think these are the two best teams left in the conference. The Packers don't have Dalvin Cook. That's a big deal. And I just don't trust Dallas. So, I would probably predict the winner of this game to make the OFL Bowl. And now I'm just realizing I forgot. Oh. Well, I guess we can do it for the other 2 games. I'm dumb. How did I forget? It didn't even cross my mind today. Which is the odd thing. Here is Dak now. That should have been picked. That was right in Sherman's hands. Why couldn't the NBA be like the NHL and have the draft the very next week? I mean, the NBA usually does that during the season. Like, in an actual season, they have the finals, and the draft is, like, right after. They didn't, I mean, they didn't do it this year because they kept pushing the draft back. They pushed the draft back, like, 3 times. Fourth and inches, I would have probably gone for it. They were at the 50. What's good, Eagles? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Your Packers will be playing on Saturday against Dallas. Just who makes the conference championship to play one of these teams almost to what a punt.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Almost had it. Is that Thomas Morstead? I don't know any other punter with the name Morstead, so I'm going to assume it is. These are 2 of the better offenses in the league, so if we do have a high-scoring game, it'll be this one. And with that being said, it's probably going to be 7-3 after the 3rd quarter. If that. Because neither offense has really done anything yet. I think it's the NFL draft that has it ridiculously far from the Super Bowl. I feel like the free agency and the draft are too far away. Like, I do like having that, like, 4 months. Like, once New Year's hits, it's draft season. Especially considering my team isn't usually in the playoffs. But once it's New Year's, that's when I get into full draft mode for the next 4 months. And I do like that it is a fairly long period of time because the NFL draft process is always super fun. But that is a while after the Super Bowl. And having like free agency and the NFL draft like so far apart, whereas in basketball, this year it was 2 days apart. The draft was on Wednesday and free agency started on Friday. The NBA offseason went so quick. I guess that's because the NBA offseason was less time than it normally is. I don't know why that's a surprise. Your team record, you guys went, I think, either 11-5 or 12-4. I don't remember. But you guys don't have Dalvin Cook for the rest of the playoffs, so Aaron Rodgers is going to have to put the team on his back. I mean, if there's anybody who can do it, it's probably A-Rod, who is going to torch us on Sunday. I can guarantee you that. He's going to absolutely torch us in real life. I mean, if we allow 30 points to Mitchell Trubisky and the worst rushing offense in the league, then I'm scared to see what the Packers do. Still feels like yesterday the Lakers won the title. It really does. I wonder who's going to win the title this year. And I wonder what the Lakers and Heat are going to look like the first month of the year, because those teams are probably still going to be fairly tired. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have a lot of off days from a certain LeBron James. Not that I blame him, but the NBA, I know the other day, pushed out a memo that doesn't want players resting on national TV, which I get. I mean, if you're going to put the game on national TV, you want the biggest stars playing. People want to see the Lakers because they want to see LeBron and AD, not because they want to see, I don't know, who's a random role player that nobody cares about? I would say Kuzma, but people care about Kuzma. Same with Caruso. People don't watch the Lakers to see Wesley Matthews. Wesley Matthews is a fine player, but I'm not turning on my TV to watch Wesley Matthews specifically.
Lakers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Markieff Morris, there's another good example. I mean, Markieff Morris is a Jayhawk, and he's from Philly, I believe, and he's a former Piston. But, I mean, the average person doesn't really care about Markieff Morris, so yeah.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 28-yard line. That's good for a 40.
Will anybody score before halftime? That's a really good question. And it does not appear so. It does not, I mean, we still have 9.5 minutes until halftime. Still in the first quarter, but these offenses look rough. I guess when you have two really good offenses in this league, it becomes an automatic low-scoring game. Because of logic. Back to Eckler. Austin Eckler has room. Okay, he should have made a move, but he still gets a nice first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Will they get the playoff? They will. Dak is going to throw it, and he's going to dump it off to Eckler because Madden loves their checkdowns.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Wonder how Cleveland is going to make it in the playoffs, assuming we don't choke in this. When's the last time they made the playoffs? Like 2004? I don't know, that's a guess. I wonder. Let's say the Browns are like the 5 or 6 seed. They would play most likely Buffalo, Tennessee, Indianapolis. That's an interesting... All of those are interesting games. So, I mean, the thing with having a guy like Baker Mayfield who, when he's on, but when he's off. That can prove to be good, that can prove to be bad. They could get demolished in the wild card, but if Baker strings a few good games together, then the Browns are dangerous. 2002? That's even longer. That's almost 20 years. Ouch. And now, Bearing a Cleveland Brown-esque collapse, they should make it.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Welcome back, Bowie. As you can tell, you've not missed any points because nobody has scored, but the Niners are close. They're close.
The ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Really want to see you guys play the Bills. That would be a really fun game. Two underdog teams who have not had really anything going for them the past 2 decades. That'd be a fun game. When's the last time the Bills have won a playoff game? Certainly not in the 21st century. I know they've won one more recently than us, because the only team who's won a playoff game less recently than us is the Bengals. And we were January 5th, 1992. Don't know why I know the exact date of the last time we won a playoff game, but yeah. That's also our only playoff win in the Super Bowl era. So, yeah, I know. Very depressing team. As Coleman scores for the Niners, so they're finally on the board first. Also before 2015, the Jays completely stunk. And then they had those few good years with the Bautista bat flip. That play is arguably one of the most influential plays in recent memory. That bat flip. That, like, totally changed the game for home run celebrations. Why did I choose the Lions? Because my 5-year-old self thought the Lions had the coolest helmet. That's the only reason. No other affiliations to the city, the state, nothing. Just the helmet. I could go into a full backstory on why I chose all the teams I did, because they are all for very random reasons. But for the Lions, it was that I thought they had the coolest helmet. My favorite color is blue. Lions are cool animals. Boom. That made me instantly like the helmet. And that's the only reason why I picked it. And I like pain, clearly. I mean, when the team you might have the most hoped for is the Tigers, and the best team in your city right now is probably the Lions. I mean, Detroit isn't necessarily my city, but I guess it is my sports city. But out of all the teams in Detroit, when the best one is the Lions at the moment, that's sad. That's sad. The Lions are the best team. I mean, I'm not going to act like I know that much about the Red Wings, but I don't think they're very good right now. So, Lions are the best team in the city. And the Lions are also a pretty bad football team. So, but the Tigers and Pistons are actually in directions now. Hopefully the Lions also find a direction. But in football, you can become good quick. So, if we still try to win with Stafford, I'm far from opposed to that. But if we try to rebuild, find a new quarterback, I'm going to be sad, but I would understand. I wonder what Stafford's trade value is. I feel like people think we could get multiple ones for him. I don't think we're getting multiple first-round picks. I would love multiple first-round picks. If the team offered us multiple first-round picks for Stafford, I probably would take it. But he'd probably fetch at least one first-round pick, maybe a little bit more. Like a 1 and a 3. I'd say that's probably what I guess. But the sad thing about the Lions is they have a historically bad past. They have not been any good in recent memory. They're not any good now. And they're not going to be very good in the near future unless something totally changes. So, like, at least with the Browns have had a sucky past, and the Browns, in recent memory, have not done well, but at least they're good now. And they have a good future. The Lions don't, which is sad. Who is a better player, Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, or Nick Chubb? Ooh. I'd probably say Derrick Henry, but that's close. I would probably say those 3 players have been the 3 best running backs in the league this year. Maybe Kamara's in that race. That's close between those 4, and obviously McCaffrey, and you can't leave off. But if we're talking this year, I'd say those 3 have probably been the 3 best, probably in that order too. Dislike. Actually, Carry-On's better than all of them. I wonder where Carry-On's going to play next. Because in 2 years from now, he's not going to be a Lion. As much as I hate to say that, because I still love the guy. And I'm going to root for him wherever he goes. Even if it's the Packers. Oh, please don't let Carry-On sign on the Packers. That would suck. But, yeah, Carry-On's not in our long-term plans. What was that throw, Baker? On the next drive, he's going to throw a 60-yard touchdown, isn't he? Because that's just what... Oh, they're going for it. Okay. Interesting. I don't hate this call. I don't. And it works. The Panthers score the touchdown. The gutsy call works. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. We're tied at 7. Okay, maybe this game will be pretty interesting. Started off slow, but looks like we've got ourselves a battle. Tied at 7 with 46 seconds to go in the half. Nick Chubb is 5th in rushing yards, even though he's missed 4 games. Well, that is insanely impressive, but if he still played those 4 games, I don't know if he'd be ahead of Henry and Cook. Let me look up, like, the rushing leaderboard, because Derrick Henry and Dalvin Cook are on their own island. Like, those two could miss the rest of the year and probably still be 1st and 2nd. Hold on, let me see.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hold on, ESPN has decided to be slow today. Alright, let's see these rushing stats here. Derrick Henry is in 1st with 1,317. Dalvin is in 2nd with 1,250. The next highest is James Robinson with 968. Yeah, that's a gigantic gap. Chubb is in 5th, by the way. Ronald Jones is in 4th. Wow. That's a little bit surprising. I mean, he had that really long run to every game. Looks like that'll do it for the first half. Tied at 7. Who starts with the ball? I honestly don't remember. The Niners do. Let's see what San Francisco does to open up the half.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Eckler played quite well last week against the Bucs. I want to see what he does here. He's been quiet today, and he gets pounded. Okay, well, that's one way to start. I mean, Eckler hasn't been bad today, but I feel like they should try to get him a little bit more involved in the passing game, because he is certainly one of the better receiving backs in the NFL, as well as in-game. Dak has not taken any shots deep. That's Madden for you. Why can't the CPU be more aggressive? There have been barely any yeets in Madden 21.
Prescott's pass complete to Van Jefferson. Thomas Morstead in punt formation.
We need more yeets. Where is everybody missing, I suppose? But welcome nonetheless, Rob.
Fair catch made at the 26-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier, taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Baker, short throw for Mr. Dobbins. Can we see a Baker yeet? The Panthers certainly have some guys who can stretch the field. J.K. Dobbins has 6 catches for 18 yards. It's almost as bad as Devontae Freeman's 7 catches for 13 yards.
Mayfield's pass complete to J.K. Dobbins. Mitch Wishnowsky in punt formation.
A little bit of a late snap, but the Niners can get to him in time.
The Niners take
So neither offense starts off well. This might be whoever scores next wins, because neither offense looks like they're going to score a lot today. And these are two of the better offenses in the league, which is certainly a little bit crazy. But, I mean, they've been quiet. Neither quarterback has been bad, but neither has been good either. Don't worry, David Moore had 3 catches and a touchdown and negative yards. That's going to be an all-time funny stat line. Let me see exactly what it was real quick. Yeah, that was certainly ironic. To still have negative yards, multiple catches, and a touchdown. I don't know if that's ever happened before. Probably, but not often. David Moore, week 12 in Philly. 3 catches, negative 6 yards, and a touchdown. That's one of the more odd performances you'll see. That's a very Madden-esque stat line with all the checkdowns. Niners are starting to have something going here, it appears. They're not too far down the field. Has Dak thrown a pass farther than the first down marker today? How many fantasy points is that? In this league, that doesn't count receptions, it's 5.5. And then if you count the receptions, I would imagine it's probably 8.5. Yeah. In another league that does count receptions, it's 8.5. The touchdown is 6, and then obviously the yards, you're going to lose a little bit. So, it depends on the receptions. But, I mean, 3 catches, negative 6 yards, and a touchdown will get you positive points. I don't know if that's somebody you want to start who's going to get negative 6 yards, but it'll get you points. As Eckler loses 3. Who is 51? I guess Kaiser White. He was on the Niners last year, I think. I think I had him for a little bit as a backup. You get paid today. That's fun. Get an intake of the green cheddar. As there's Madden with the unnecessary spin moves. I don't think it really hurt that play. If Eckler didn't do that spin, he wouldn't have gained much more, but Madden will be Madden. I think if you watched all 16 games in his team's schedule, a running back would have like 80 receptions for like 200 receiving yards. I feel like that'd be an actual stat line we find. Which is sad, but it's a little bit funny. Dak with a nice throw. He gets it to a 1. That's probably the first somewhat deep throw from Dak today. To Rodgers. Can the Niners take the lead? Will Husker get to an NFC championship? Well, that won't help. Panthers with a tough stop. If I'm the Niners, I try to just run the ball. To pitch to Eckler, okay, maybe I would not run the ball anymore. He loses 5. Third quarter in the books, and we've got ourselves another interesting one. A low score, tied at 7. The Niners have it inside the 10, but it's 3rd and goal. This might be the biggest play of the game so far. Actually, it's probably easily the biggest play of the game so far. Dak is going to throw it. And, of course, he's going to throw it to a receiver who is 3 yards out of the end zone and has a defender right next to him. Because Madden logic. How much is Nick Chubb going to get paid when he gets his extension? Probably similar to what the other running backs got. Cook got, I think, 4 years, 64. Kamara, I think, was like 5 years, 70. Derrick Henry, I think, was only like 4 years, 52. In that ballpark. McCaffrey, I think, was around 4 for 64. So I'd say, I mean, Nick Chubb does have an injury history, which is a little bit concerning. But I'd say probably are in the 15 mil a year ballpark for 3 to 4 years. These Justin Tucker memes are so painfully cringe. Well, the only way it's a good meme is if it's painfully cringy. So that means the meme person is, whoever created it is doing a good job.
Mayfield's pass. Complete to
Niners lead the league in takeaways. I would not have expected that.
3-yard pickup. Brings up
They don't have any today,
7.
but their defense has still been really good. Speak of the devil, they get a takeaway. A strip sack is recovered by San Francisco. I feel like Madden just decided to put that graphic there and say, screw it. Let's have them get a takeaway now. I think that was Trey Flowers who recovered it. I couldn't tell who forced it. 93. I don't know who that is. I would like to know. Because I'm curious. Who is 93? 93 is David Onyemata. Niners are full on in the driver's seat. The fact that we get another season of Chubb and Hunt next year makes you happy. Hunt is locked up, so maybe the Browns won't be as willing to pay Chubb. Because Kareem Hunt is still an above average starting caliber running back. Not that he's technically the starter, but he's better than at least 50% of the listed starters in the NFL. Panthers lead the league in sacks and they don't have any. So now the Panthers are going to get a sack on this play, right? That's how this works. No, I was expecting a sack there. It's instead a touchdown for Austin Eckler. Niners up by 10. Carolina's not looking too good at the moment. Kareem Hunt will be a starter. Exactly, he would. He'd be our best running back instantly. I don't know if that's a different answer in 2 years if DeAndre Swift progresses as he probably should. But Kareem Hunt would be a massive upgrade to most teams. We play and you guys will be playing on Saturday against the Cougars, so no, you have not missed your game. But the Patriots did beat the Texans, so if you win, you will go to New England. New England was a wild card, and now they have the chance to host the conference championship. That's a little bit wild. The Cougars are the only team in the AFC who's won their division who is still left. Which isn't that a surprise, because most of the divisions in the AFC were a total mess. As the Panthers lose 5. Okay, J.K. Dobbins has 10 catches today for 32 yards. That is unbelievable. You said we were playing today. I did, but I quickly made a change. So you guys won't be playing today. Well, you guys get to play in 2 days from now. 3rd and 24. Carolina needs a miracle at this point. If the Niners score a touchdown, that would make it a 3-score game. As Baker throws it into the ground. He's completed 7 passes to players not named J.K. Dobbins. That's rough. Cougars are the only team left in there who won their division in the AFC. They have, yeah, exactly. So, hypothetically, if the Cougars lose, there's a yeet. There's a yeet. When you yeet, you win. That's like the first long pass we've had in the entire playoffs. And it was a success. But yeah, hypothetically, after the divisional round, if the Raiders beat the Cougars, all 4 AFC division winners are done. And the only one who will have won a playoff game would be Houston, who is now eliminated, but they still won a playoff game.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49ers 25-yard line.
And we're going to wreck them. Panthers have it at the 10. They're not out yet. If we see, I mean, Baker can't really yeet it here, but if we see some more yeets a little bit later, then they could still win this game. That would be a very Husker-like collapse. I could totally see this happening. We've seen crazier Husker-related chokes in the past.
Mayfield's pass, complete to Mike Gesicki. A gain of 3, brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line. Mayfield's
And now Baker's going back to the checkdowns.
J.K. Dobbins.
Third and goal. Touchdown for Odell Beckham. Carolina's not done yet.
Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point after. His kick is good.
Now they just need to stop Eckler, and they've done a fairly solid job of that today.
14.
As of course the graphic says turnover on downs even though they scored.
Kickoff.
Not going for the onside. That's interesting. The Texans did, and it didn't work. So we'll see if it works for Carolina by not
The
doing it.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
See you later. Gonna go watch anime after this game. We'll have fun. Baker Mayfield today. Good relations with J.K. Dobbins. I have.
Carrier. He was brought down at the 28.
I guess they must have bonded while Baker was with the Browns and J.K. was still at Ohio State. Clearly. Is that a first down? I think so. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. Was it a first down, though? If it is, it's not game over, but... Ooh, it's not. 3rd and 1, though. If they get it, that'd be big. And they don't! No, it's caught! But he loses, like, 4th. So Carolina, they have 2 timeouts. All they need is a field goal. We better not have another double overtime game. That'd be funny, though. Do you think there are 10 quarterbacks better than Dak to start a franchise with in real life? That's a good question. All right. Mahomes, Watson, Burrow, Herbert, Russ, Kyler, Josh Allen. Does Trevor Lawrence count? If he does, then I'd say Trevor Lawrence, but I'm not going to count that. Who do I miss? You could make a case All right, fellas, we should be back now. Sorry about that little delay. I'm going to wait probably like a minute. Get a few more people trickling in, and then we will get back to this game. 1:28 to go. Carolina has 2 timeouts at the 37-yard line. Any team can win this game. If Carolina wins, though, that'd be funny. That'd be such a Husker-like collapse. I'd like to see the Niners win a ring if they win today, but that would just be kind of funny. All right. I'll give it about 30 more seconds, and then we will get this show back on the road. My controller should have enough juice for like 10 minutes. That's more than enough. I don't think we're going to be on for another 10 minutes. I don't know if the game is going to crash again, though. If it does, I'm probably not going to restart just to do like an outro. So, that's fun. But, Madden will be Madden. Alright, we're going to start back up. And that's one way to get back. Panthers are already in field goal range, and all they need is a field goal to win. So, down to a minute 5. Did he get out? He didn't! JK, what are you doing? It's like his 12th catch of the game, and he has 37 yards. That's rough. Down to 40 seconds. Yeah, they're definitely in field goal range, but the question... Oh, dear, if this game goes into overtime, I don't know if my controller has enough. Alright, turnover or touchdown? Preferably. Because I think my controller should be good for another 10 or 15 minutes, but not any longer. Are they gonna... Okay, they called time. I thought they were gonna let the clock run out and not call their timeout. That would be funny. But it looks like we will be getting overtime. So hopefully my controller is enough. And if not, I'm gonna cry. First, he has to make the kick, though. And he does. So it is now 17 all. With 7 seconds.
That ties the game at 17.
I don't blame Carolina for kicking the field goal. Just play it safe. Can we please get a Dak Prescott yeet? It looks like we will. Even if it's not complete, I just want to see a yeet for the purpose of getting one. Oh, they're running the ball. Boo! We don't get to see the Dak cannon. We would have taken a shot for the end zone. With 11 seconds and no timeouts. I probably would have kicked the field goal, but I understand why you'd go for the end zone. Alright, who starts with the ball? The Panthers start with the ball. Okay, their offense has moved a little bit fast-paced, so for the purpose of a controller, that's probably a good thing. Alright, I think the overtime period is like, I want to say 5 minutes or 6.5 minutes? It might be 5. Oh, it's 8. Oh, because it's the playoffs. Now, the clock doesn't really matter in the postseason because we cannot have a tie. We need a winner. Can't have a tie playoff game. So what? Both teams are eliminated, or what? They replay the game? That'd be really funny if they had ties in the postseason and had to do one of those things. J.K. Dobbins has only 9 carries, yet he has like 13 catches. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. Second and 5. Ooh, that was almost a pick. That would have ended it. Yes, have a tie and combine the two teams into one. Oh my word, that'd be funny. 3rd and 5. Baker is sacked. So now it's the first one to score. Unless they go for it. Yeah, they're not going to go for it. So all the Niners need is a field goal and they're good. That would have been fun if we had a block punt there. That would have been something. Tre'Davious White is in the zone. Not that it really matters, considering he does not play offense. Eckler, 9 carries, 7 yards, after starting with 8 for 48. That is quite the difference. Dak, a short pass for Corey Davis. Are the Niners just going to continue with these 4-yard plays? Because if so, this controller is going to die again. Short run for Eckler. Now it's 3rd and 5. Can we get a 20-yard plus pass from Dak? If we do, I'd be shocked. Imagine being the NFC Championship team, the Steelers and Chiefs tie. That'd be depressing, as Dak does not throw a 20-yard plus pass, as expected. He was under pressure there, but I gave him a task and he didn't do it. Just imagine the Chiefs offense and the Chiefs defense with the additions of T.J. Watt and Minka Fitzpatrick. No, the Steelers have a better defense, but the Chiefs would have more players on their team. Baker time, statistically, is that a good game? I don't think Baker's played all that well, to be honest, although his stats say that he's had a good performance, but I don't think he's played all that well. But he can kind of change that on this drive. Just imagine the Chiefs' offense over the Steelers' defense. That would be scary. Best offense, best defense, that's a recipe for 16-0. What the hell was that play design? Okay. Numbers don't lie, no they don't, but I mean half of Baker's completions are to J.K. Dobbins, who has averaged 3 yards per catch. Was that a QB draw? I don't know if it was a draw or an option or what. Another check. Yeah, no, there's no way this controller survives if these offenses can't move past a fly. Three yards per catch for Dobbins. That's being generous. I think it is being generous. 36. What, does he have 36 yards? Ooh, that's a flag. That's a late hit. Unnecessary roughness on Carolina. Niners have it at a 43. Wow. But yeah, I don't even think Dobbins is 3 yards per catch. So the Niners, according to this, are about 13 yards away from field goal range. The 30? That's kind of short. Do they have that bad of a kicker? Huh. Ooh, that was close to being picked. Top of the screen. Yeah, the top of the screen did show field goal, and I don't know why, but Madden's dumb like that. Carolina has 22 rushing yards today. Yikes. The Niners had this great field position and are still going to find a way to not score. They're really going to do it. 5 wides. I'm fully expecting Dak to throw it away or check it down. It's going to be one of those two. Oh! Oh, it's picked! I was expecting a check down. He actually tried to take a shot. It didn't work, but at least he took a shot. Arm punt. That's a pretty weak arm punt. And we almost had another pick. That was close. 33 had it right in his hands. He should have caught that. So a lucky break there for Carolina. San Francisco's had so many opportunities to take this game away, and they just haven't. There's another one that San Francisco had. San Francisco should have won this game 20 minutes ago, but shout out to Carolina for staying in it. How many overtimes will this game go into? I think the over-under at this point is like 3. Ooh, Gesicki with a first down. I didn't think he'd get it. Carolina's like 2-3 first downs away from field goal range, so they got that going for them. Short throw from Baker, but it's a good gain. About 10. And another first down as we reach the 2-minute warning. Okay, the clock does matter now. They will get another playoff, though. And it's another first down. Look at the Panthers march. Oh, is there no 2-minute warning? Is there no 2-minute warning in playoff overtime? I never knew that. How many drop picks has San Francisco had today? My lord. It's a very high number. If Carolina throws 2 consecutive incompletions, do they still kick a field goal? Okay, well now that chance is out the door, as they are officially in field goal range. It's not a guarantee they'd make it. 3rd and 3, are they just going to run it? That looks like that's what they're going to do. Yeah. And he doesn't get it. 53 yards. This is no guarantee. This is no easy kick. I have a feeling he's going to miss it. All right. Since the game is almost over, we're just going to try to play with a dead controller. Watch a controller die. You called it. Does he make the kick? Okay, fellas. This is. Gosh, it looks like he made it. Carolina win. I don't even know how. This controller is a mess. Okay, I don't know how I can keep straight. Not that we had much to go. Okay, the controller keeps interrupting. I'm going to try to briefly go through this box score. Controller, I need you for 1 minute, and then I need you for 1 minute. That's all I. Alrighty, there we go. I hope everybody enjoyed. Next stream will be on Saturday. We got 2 divisional round games, so I'm out. Peace. This controller is so annoying.